where I first started to hear the conversation around toxic masculinity. And if I recall correctly, it kind of came out of well, I always called it the pound me too movement, because that's not a hashtag, that's a pound sign. That's a terrible, terrible name to call it, but still pretty funny. Well, we have the Andrew Tates of the world, we have the Harvey Weinsteins of the world. I would agree that that is toxic masculinity. That's somebody using their position of power and their manliness to subjugate women and what have you. But the problem, I think, became that toxic masculinity as a term never became clearly defined. So it became this umbrella term for whatever somebody didn't like that a guy was doing. It could be anything from sitting with your legs open on the subway to, being outright misogynistic. Around the same time, if we're talking 2010, 2012, that's when I started to also see more conversations happen around non-binaryism, gender confusion, right? This disassociation with anything to do with gender identity. So I can see how this can start to spiral, where you've got a kid who's like, oh, well, I don't really identify with being a boy. These masculine traits of playing sports and roughhousing and this and that, I don't really feel that way. And I can see how that, well, maybe you are non-binary. I could see how that trying to help the child slips in, right? But I wonder if young people moving towards non-binary identities, or even in some cases transgenderism, tie into the way we've had discussions around traits of being a traditional male as being toxic.